Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Triple H took to social media to send a message after a current world champion made his return to WWE at WrestleMania 41. The champion was revealed as Randy Orton's mystery opponent, which left many shocked. Randy Orton was left without an opponent for the biggest wrestling event of the year, as Kevin Owens was ruled out due to a neck injury a few weeks ago. The Apex Predator issued an open challenge at the Showcase of the Immortals, which was answered by TNA World Champion Joe Hendry. However, Hendry did not fare well in his first WrestleMania match, as he lost to the 14-time World Champion in 3 minutes. Triple H reacted to the shocking turn of events with a short message on X, formerly Twitter. The WWE CCO played in on the popular catchphrase of Joe Hendry, which is "say his name and he appears." Joe Hendry has featured sporadically on WWE programming since TNA got into a working partnership with the Stamford-based promotion. The TNA World Champion was last seen at Royal Rumble, where he was one of the participants in the men's Battle Royal match. He was eliminated from the match by Roman Reigns. WrestleMania 41 shook the very foundations of the WWE universe, but nothing came close to the shockwave that rolled through Allegiant Stadium when a world champion from outside WWE walked down that ramp and made his triumphant return. It wasn't teased. It wasn't rumored. It wasn't hinted at in some cryptic Instagram story or teased in a throwaway line on commentary. It just happened. And it happened at the biggest show of the year. The crowd, already breathless after an emotionally charged women's championship bout between Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill, had no idea what was coming. Then the lights went out. A spotlight hit the stage. And in a slow walk that felt like it lasted an eternity, the returning champion emerged, title in hand. It wasn't a WWE belt. It was the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Kazuchika Okada had returned to WWE. Fans erupted into a frenzy, some in disbelief, others in pure elation. It had been nearly a decade since Okada had even flirted with the idea of coming back to WWE. And many had written him off as someone who would always remain the face of New Japan Pro Wrestling. But this was no one-off. This was a statement. Triple H, sitting backstage in the gorilla position, didn't blink as Okada stood at the top of the ramp. The game's jaw clenched, his arms crossed, eyes narrowing not out of anger, but out of calculation. A move had been made, and it was a damn big one. By the end of the night, Okada had inserted himself right into the heart of the WWE universe. He didn't wrestle. He didn't need to. The presence alone said everything. His return overshadowed some of the biggest matches on the card. And by Monday morning, #OkadaMania was trending across every social media platform. But the question remained, what did Triple H think? For 24 hours, the King of Kings remained silent. There was speculation. There were backstage leaks. Anonymous sources claimed Hunter was blindsided. Others insisted he orchestrated the whole thing with New Japan officials weeks in advance. Fans debated it endlessly. But the real truth? That wouldn't be known until WWE Raw went on air from a packed-out T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. As Raw opened, the show wasted no time. Triple H's music hit. No pyro, no theatrics, just the game suited up, walking down the ramp with the full weight of WrestleMania 41's fallout on his shoulders. The crowd welcomed him with a roar, some cheers, some confusion, but all waiting for answers. Triple H climbed into the ring, microphone in hand, and stood for a moment, letting the crowd simmer down. Then, with that classic glare, he spoke. "You want me to talk about Okada? You want me to address the return of a champion from another world stepping into our house? Fine. Let's talk." The audience quieted instantly. I didn't bring Kazuchika Okada back to WWE because I thought it would be a cool surprise. I brought him back because it's time to break down the walls between them and us. You all say you want the best wrestling in the world? Well, guess what? So do I. And if that means shaking hands with other companies, calling up people they told me I'd never sign, taking risks they said I'd never take, then damn it, That's exactly what I'm going to do." The crowd erupted, but Triple H wasn't done. You see, Okada's not here to play politics. He's not here to do 5-minute cameos and disappear back to Japan. He's here to compete. And before any of you ask, yes, that title he's carrying, it means something. And if any of the boys in the back have a problem with that, my door's wide open. With that, Triple H dropped the mic and walked out of the ring. It was short, it was powerful, and it was unmistakably Triple H. The message was clear. The game had changed. Backstage, the locker room buzzed. Some superstars were caught off guard, others intrigued, and a few were straight up pissed. One of them was Seth Rollins. Rollins, still nursing bruises from his WrestleMania battle with Cody Rhodes, cut a promo later in the night that pulled 0 punches. "You can walk around here with whatever belt you want," Rollins said in a backstage interview. "But that doesn't make you the best in the world. This is our ring. This is our company. And I don't care if your name is Okada, Omega, or Obscura. Step in my lane, and I will curb stomp your legacy into the canvas." By the time the night ended, Twitter was flooded with speculation of a dream match. Okada versus Rollins at Backlash. But as it turns out, Rollins wasn't the only one who had something to say. Roman Reigns, fresh off another controversial WrestleMania main event against Jey Uso, appeared in a surprise backstage segment. Standing next to Paul Heyman, the tribal chief sent a subtle but pointed message. "Let me remind everyone, there is only one face of this company, and he's not from Tokyo." The line drew gasps and heat, but it added fuel to what was rapidly becoming WWE's biggest post-WrestleMania story in years. Triple H, meanwhile, doubled down during a press conference held the following night. Sitting at the head of the table with the new undisputed WWE champion Cody Rhodes on one side and Women's World Champion Rhea Ripley on the other, Hunter addressed the elephant in the room. He told you all after WrestleMania 40, we're in a new era. And you're seeing it now. That door? It's not just open. It's off the hinges. We're going to do business with anyone who wants to put on the best wrestling product on the planet. If that means Okada holds gold here in WWE, so be it. That's the real forbidden door. Fans and pundits alike praised Triple H's leadership and vision, calling it a bold move that could shift the landscape of professional wrestling permanently. But not everyone was thrilled. Gunther, who had lost the Intercontinental Championship at WrestleMania to Braun Breaker in a shocking upset, went off in a backstage exclusive interview. "It is insulting. Insulting that we've spent years building prestige, only for some foreigner to walk in and be treated like royalty. WWE is not a vacation for men who couldn't handle the grind here. And if Triple H believes this will last, he's mistaken." Gunther's words didn't go unnoticed. Triple H was asked about them during an interview with Corey Graves on After the Bell. "I respect Gunther. He's one of the best we have. But make no mistake, this isn't about respecting tradition. It's about evolution. You evolve, or you get left behind." That statement echoed through the WWE universe for days. The industry was shifting beneath everyone's feet, and for the first time in years, the idea of a true global wrestling landscape felt not just possible, but inevitable. Kazuchika Okada made his first WWE in-ring appearance on SmackDown 2 weeks later in a tag match with AJ Styles against the Judgment Day. The crowd treated it like the second coming of wrestling royalty. By the time the match ended, after a brutal rainmaker to Finn Balor, Okada stood in the center of the ring, looking around the arena with the same calm fire in his eyes that had captivated fans for years. Backstage, Triple H watched on, a rare smirk forming. The game had played his move, and the era of borders in pro wrestling, that era might be over. Thanks for watching this video, and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.